The 2025 Nissan Qashqai e-Power is not just another compact SUV. It's Nissan's message to the world that electric driving can be exciting, practical, and, most of all, smartly engineered. At first glance, it might look like any other modern crossover. Sleek lines, muscular stance, a confident front grille and signature LED lighting. But under the surface, it's doing something entirely different, something very few cars in its class can say. You see, the Qashqai e-Power isn't fully electric. And it's not your traditional hybrid either. It's something unique, something in between. Nissan calls it a series hybrid, but in simpler terms, it runs on a gasoline engine, yet drives like a pure EV. Confused? Let me explain. The gasoline engine under the hood of the Qashqai e-Power never drives the wheels directly. Instead, it works as a generator. It charges the battery, which then powers the electric motor. And that electric motor is the only thing that actually moves the car. So when you're behind the wheel, you're always getting that smooth, instant EV-like acceleration, without ever needing to plug the car in. That's the genius of e-Power. The powertrain combines a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine with a variable compression ratio, and a front-mounted electric motor producing 190 horsepower and 330 Nm of torque. That's more power than you'd expect from a family SUV, and thanks to the electric motor doing the work, the torque delivery is instant. The result? Smooth, quiet, and surprisingly quick acceleration from a stoplight or when overtaking on the highway. And yet, because the engine's job is simply to charge the battery, it can operate at its most efficient RPM range. That means better fuel economy and lower emissions than most regular hybrids. In fact, Nissan claims up to 53 miles per gallon in real-world usage, an impressive figure for a crossover with this much tech and comfort. But performance is only half the story. Step inside the 2025 Qashqai e-Power, and you're welcomed into a cabin that blends modern tech with Japanese attention to detail. Soft touch materials, quilted leather seats, ambient lighting, and a large panoramic sunroof all make the space feel more premium than you'd expect. It's a compact SUV, yes, but it doesn't feel like one from the inside. The driver sits in front of a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster, customizable to show navigation, energy flow, safety alerts, and more. Beside it, a 12.3-inch infotainment display offers wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while a crisp 10.8-inch head-up display projects key information directly onto the windshield. It's technology with purpose, not just for show. Rear seat space is generous for a car in this segment. Even taller passengers will appreciate the legroom and headroom. And when it comes to practicality, the Qashqai delivers. The boot offers up to 504 liters of space, with clever underfloor storage and a flat loading bay. Fold the seats down, and you're ready for everything from grocery runs to weekend getaways. And because this is a Nissan, safety is baked into the design. The Qashqai e-Power is loaded with the latest driver assistance systems under Nissan's ProPILOT suite. This includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, traffic sign recognition, and autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection. But perhaps the most impressive part is how it feels on the road. Unlike traditional hybrids, the Qashqai e-Power doesn't have a gearbox. There's no gear shifting at all. Acceleration is smooth, linear, and quiet. And thanks to regenerative braking, you get a one-pedal driving experience similar to a full EV, especially in B mode. You lift your foot, and the car naturally slows down, recovering energy and making city driving incredibly easy. The suspension has been tuned specifically for European roads, meaning it's firm enough to handle corners with confidence, but soft enough to absorb daily bumps and potholes. The steering is light but precise, and the chassis feels well balanced, even at higher speeds. For everyday drivers, it offers just the right blend of comfort and control. Design-wise, the 2025 Qashqai e-Power keeps things modern and clean. The front end features the familiar V-motion grille, flanked by sharp matrix LED headlights and dynamic indicators. The sides are sculpted with strong character lines, and the floating roof design gives it a sportier look. The rear is neat, with slim tail lamps and a roof spoiler adding just the right touch of aggression. It's a handsome crossover, stylish without being flashy. color options are diverse, including bold tones like magnetic blue, Fuji sunset red, and classic hues like pearl white or gunmetallic. Higher trims even offer contrasting black roof options for a two-tone effect that stands out in urban settings. Now let's talk about trim levels. In most markets, the Qashqai e-Power comes in several variants, from the base Vizia and Igenta Premium, to the mid-level N-Connecta, all the way up to Tecna and Tecna Plus. The top trims get features like heated leather seats, 20-inch alloy wheels, adaptive LED headlights, and a premium Bose sound system. And yes, a 360-degree camera with moving object detection is standard in higher trims, making parking in tight spaces stress-free. In markets like Indonesia, the Qashqai e-Power could be a serious contender in the premium compact SUV segment, especially with rising interest in electrified vehicles. It offers the EV experience without the need for charging infrastructure, a major advantage in developing regions. Plus, with Nissan's strong reputation and local support, the Qashqai becomes not just a smart choice, but a confident one. And let's not forget, owning a Qashqai e-Power also means lower running costs. Because the petrol engine runs less frequently and under less stress, maintenance needs are reduced. Brake wear is minimized thanks to regenerative braking. And since the electric motor is doing most of the work, you get that signature EV silence and efficiency, without range anxiety. This isn't just about saving fuel. It's about delivering a better daily driving experience. Quiet when you want peace. Responsive when you need performance. Comfortable for long drives, and compact enough for urban streets. The 2025 Qashqai e-Power hits that rare sweet spot in the crossover market. It does everything well, and it does it with quiet confidence. For families, professionals, or even first-time SUV buyers, this is a car that fits into life without asking you to change your habits. You don't have to worry about charging stations. You don't have to compromise on space or safety. You simply get in, drive, and enjoy the smooth, electric feel, knowing you've chosen something smarter. The 2025 Qashqai e-Power is not trying to be revolutionary. It's simply trying to be better. Better for your wallet, better for the environment, and better for your everyday journey. It's the kind of car that doesn't shout for attention, but earns respect with every mile. And in a world filled with noise, that quiet kind of brilliance is exactly what more drivers are looking for.